Okay, what was the last color we made together, guys? Green. Good recall. So what do we need to make now? Purple. So how do we make purple? Red and blue. So you will take a little bit of your blue, pull it onto your palette. Then you'll take a little bit of your red. Let's just have her start where we are. And then we can go back and help her once we've finished up what we're doing. If your purple looks more maroon, so it means it's like predominantly more red, what do you need to do to fix it? Okay, so this is where we play the back and forth here and there until we feel like we've got a good solid purple. Once we have a purple, then you put it on your paper. Make sure you are labeling it, putting it in the right spot. Do not put it in the wrong spot. Hopefully you labeled correctly. You should have. We did it together multiple times.
You'd be surprised.
So you should have two spots where you're going to put your purple. Over on your color wheel, and then again over here where we are practicing mixing colors together and we've labeled.
Is that a good purple?
It's fairly blue. Can you add a little bit more red to it? I'm not even going to respond to that.
So it wants like a light purple, not dark purple.
I wouldn't go too dark, because if you go too dark, then we can't really see the true color of what it's going to be.
Oh yeah, Kool-Aid purple. Yeah, your mom.
Yes.
Oh. We've done that if you go say. I did for you. And
That's your
you said more, right?
Yes.
My purple.
So your color wheel should have every other spot filled at this point.
Make it more red purple. Oh
Yeah. Now, as long as you do it right.
Yeah.
We have to label them or no?
More maroon.
I need to label them. Okay, I don't know if you all still have orange on your palette. Mine got wiped off, so I'm making some right now because I'm going to need it in the future. Before we move on to the complementaries, I would like for us to finish our color wheel. Now, how many of you feel confident enough in doing the color wheel on your own to finish up your tertiaries? Okay, I will make them with you as we go. You can move forward without me if you would like to, but I would recommend, yes, that you have 3 distinct sections where your secondaries are sitting. Okay, and while you're creating, so over here where it's like a yellow-orange, this is how I would do it. I would choose 2 sides. So one side is going to be my yellow-orange. I'm just going to add a little bit to that one side. Once I have a nice yellow-orange, then I will place it on my palette. Okay, for my yellow-green, I would choose the opposite side of my green. You see what I mean? So you're still using that, but you're just separating one side so you can go one direction and the other side to go the other direction. Does that make sense? Okay, so I have my orange. I need a yellow orange. So I put a little bit more yellow right on the edge of my orange, not directly in the orange. You can start on whatever secondary you would like to. But what you need to remember is that you're going a step down. So from orange to yellow, we're going a step in between.
Dark blue.
If you need a couple of layers on there to give it the distinctive difference, please do so. But now I will move to my yellow-green. So I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to the far side of my green. And then I'm just going to add it to my color wheel. Because remember, your tertiaries are 70% what? Your tertiaries are 70% what? They should be 70% primary and how much secondary? Yes. No.
Is that a good word?
Yeah. Yes, but for purposes of this particular assignment, we're sticking with just keeping with our color names. But yes, all of the colors that we've talked about secondary wise and tertiary, they have other names. But for the purpose of making them, it just helps if we kind of make it a little bit more generalized. So I'm going to move to my blue-green. I have a green here. So I'm just going to add a little bit of blue to that green. Might need a little bit more. Once I have my blue-green and I like the color of it, I'll go ahead and place it. If it's not blue enough, I can add more to it, but this looks like a really nice step down from my green, so I'm going to keep it. Yes?
Miss Carter?
Yeah.
Since I'm doing this, can I add to the chip the treasure colors?
What do you mean?
Like circles?
Yes. Man, this is
So now I'm going to move to my blue-purple. I have a purple on my palette. I'm simply adding blue to the edge of it. And I'm going to place my color. Yes, sir. So now that I have my blue-green or my blue-purple in, I'm going to go ahead and do my red-purple, which you should aim for like a maroon.
A red purple should be a maroon.
Mm-hmm. So if you want to look up here.
Purple. It looks the same as purple.
Here, I'll zoom in.
You guys know.
If you feel like you need more red, what do you add? Simple. Yes.
Oh, where do you want to do this once a day. I always have 3 people back right away.
And then your red orange is super easy. We're just adding red to our section of orange on our palette. So you want kind of like a rusty red with this one. And remember, we're using watercolors, so please make sure you are adding water. Go a little bit more red. More red. You're adding water to your watercolors. Do not paint with thick watercolor. This is not an acrylics class. We're not painting with thick colors. What? There was supposed to, but then I had to teach junior high, so. Yeah, I'm not like super thrilled either. But here we are. Surprisingly enough, though, they behave better than some of my high school students, so.
The junior high class that I'm TAing for Mr. Gabriel, like so much better.
Like, I'm not even kidding. I'm shocked by how well they behave.
I'm just scared of you, Carter.
So.
Next week from this year.
There just needs to be a decent amount of respect and understanding between both parties. Because if I'm the all and only ruler, then they're not going to learn anything on a different level. But if everybody respects each other, then we can learn a lot more. Because I can learn from them, they can learn from me. It's a more enjoyable environment.
Good job.
Okay, once you have your color wheel, most of all of you should have your complementaries figured out, and you should have your secondaries, and you should have your tertiaries. So now we're just filling in the blocks. Gentlemen, knock it off or you're moving. So, do I need to walk you through how to fill all those in, or do you guys feel confident you can do it yourself? Okay, I am going to be making sure all the colors are correct. So if you have questions, please ask them. Do not just put color down because you're excited.
Which ones are we doing this complementary? Are we doing
Well, there's only 3 sets of complementary. If you're focusing on primaries and secondaries. So what is the first one we're all very familiar with?
complementary or not, right?
So, yeah, that's the one I was looking for. Red and green. And then you have blue and what? Uh-huh. Yep.
Okay, thank you, Miss Carter.
You're welcome.
Especially some of these terrible stuff.
No, it's because I didn't get my paper.
Who did?
I didn't.
Weird.
Last night it got slammed at work. It's only 3 of them. Working.
It's a weird day to be slammed.
I know. I'm like, why is it so busy?
Like on a Monday night?
And they're like $3,000. And I'm like, news.
Okay, there is so much chatter, which makes me think we're not getting anything done. I will make you do this with me step by step. Please be responsible and focus and do it on your own, because you have to finish this today. Today.
I need help.
What do you need help with? Why are we talking to our friend? You need to come sit up here? We'll see. Yes, we are starting a project. We will be learning about, we're going to dig a little deeper with Picasso, learn a little bit about him, and then we're going to create a project based off of his work. Do you want the PowerPoint? Okay.
How long is it going to take us?
The entire period. The project, couple of days.
You know, Picasso made his nashias.
No.
Yeah, I figured that out.
He goes, yeah, I kind of figured that out.
Oh man, so.
We made a mistake last time, yeah.
I know I didn't get the first two. I should have.
He said something to me on last turn.
Okay, I have 2 complimentaries in. Has anybody even started their complimentaries? We better hustle.
I kind of forgot. Orange and purple. They can go like right above right?
Is that your red violet? Are you sure it's a red violet? I would add a little bit more red to it. So can anybody remind me how we figure out what our complementaries are? Go ahead. Yes, they're across the color wheel. So if you start with your primaries, you should be very easily able to pick out what your complementary pairs will be. Because you will have a primary and you will have a secondary.
That's the link is coming.
Do not do analogous yet, because I have a feeling some of you do not know what that means still.
Yep. For this one? Yeah. Because they're stand for community culture. So feel the course the community
It is red, violet, yes.
That's much better.
So red and green.
Red and green are complementary, yes.
I'm not excited. Blue, green.
Yes. If you want to flip your paper over once it's dry and do the other colors on the back, you can. Do you remember what your analogous colors are? Okay, so do you feel like you could fill those in?
Are we doing tertiary as well?
Well, it's literally just colors next to each other. So if you're looking right here, okay, and you want to do one that's blue, what would be your next one? It would either be a blue-green or a, so you could choose which one you want to do.
And did you want us just to do the primary as the first one and then whatever's
You can do whatever you want. As long as it is correct, I am fine with it. If you need to clean your water out frequently, don't be ashamed. That's a good thing. The more you clean the water, the cleaner your brush will be, the cleaner your paints will be. You won't get mucky colors. Everything will look nice.
What's green and it's yellow and blue?
Hmm?
Orange tunes and brown. So there's brown. No, I'll drink. I'm supposed to make brown rice.
No, we are not making brown right now. Is there brown at all on mine? No. Well, it's junior high. Which one? That's orange. Yes.
Complimentary are the ones just straight across the room each other, right?
Correct. So your first one is going to be a primary. So you take a primary color and you go straight across the street. That's going to be its complementary. Does that make sense? Okay. So then I need red, purple. Red, purple is my least favorite color to make.
I feel like I struggled on that until last year.
I don't think you struggled with acrylics. Oh, any purple in acrylics is difficult because you have to have the right red and the right blue, and there are a lot of different kinds of reds and blues. Yes.
yellow?
You were very frustrated on multiple counts.
The what? This is we're not talking about like you said, I just promise about what do we do?
It's just an easy, chill class.
One of the easier classes.
Okay, everybody's paper should look like this very, very soon. Tertiaries are the ones that you made over here. Do you remember? So you have your primary, your secondary, your tertiary is the one in the middle. Okay.
What?
Yeah, it's all about the making process, but once you get comfortable with making them, when you start actually creating your recipes, sounds like I keep running out of them. It'll be fast.
Huh?
It's you need lots more water, my friend. Water. Okay. And I don't know if you guys didn't already notice, but we made secondaries multiple times. We made them on our color wheel. We made them over here, and we've made them here as well. We've made them multiple times at this point.
This one.
I like that response. Frustrated.
I'm gonna go with the tail one.
Huh?
I'm going for myself.
Well, it's looking really nice, and I know I just cut your leg. There's a light line I just shot also.
You get a little better now?
Okay, so now we can see our clouds. They're very cotton candy, like really plump. Can you find a way to slowly soften a little? Okay. That's pretty much all you need to do.
Miss Margie, I used too much. I didn't start it.
No.
This quick.
Cross the street. Green is not green, but it's purple.
After baby medicine, what it's called.
I need. Can you refill those pieces of paper like really fast, please, 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 please.
Okay, do me a favor. Let's put that on. Here we go.
What is the one?
Like,
Oh, that's right. There's nothing in it.
no, it comes off really paper.
Oh, okay. This is actually time where you think paper. We use first off, and then after this, once I trust you, we'll use the paper.
Oh. Cause then like, when I use it for,
Those are all the pieces.
I'm like, if I use water, then it does that.
Yeah.
I have to do so many. Oh yeah.
Why are we painting with the like paint palette?
No.
Okay, look at the difference between your palette and her palette. And my palette today. Y'all need more water. Okay, so when we're doing secondaries and tertiaries, that's the next step.
Okay.
Water. Okay, and then here, not here, but the water here. So here.
You didn't do it.
Okay, and now get colors for colors that are what?
Beeping.
They're close. Correct. Why is it not correct?
Oh, hey, I wasn't expecting the policy form.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's asking what kind of my spice.
And you made your favorite.
You talking here?
Oh. Love.
Oh yeah.
That makes sense.
Figure it out. Yeah. You get the genuine question. You would have asked, say,
And then
like, in multiply or over?
they.
Purple.
It's not purple.
I know, it's just a bit late. Right now. But now I got
Use my purple, please.
Yeah, the main reason why
Look out, again.
Yeah,
yeah, not very many people like I don't. Does make sense.
Yeah.
Really?
purple needs to get. Okay. Purple needs to talk about. When are they?
So you know
going to be perfect? I know.
Start with your primary. Your primary.
How do you know that? Yeah. What am I like currently? That's my point.
Just might want to get so. Or do it. Or for
Like not that there's the word away or something. I forgot to move my brush off. I stuck it in my yellow. So when I send this out, oh my.
Yes. Yep. Uh-huh. Okay, Mona. I need everybody to put their brushes down. Most of you are getting to the point where we're coming to our analogous colors, okay? Now, I need you to listen very carefully. Analogous colors are close neighbors, okay? So, let's talk about this. If I'm asking you what a close neighbor is, are these close neighbors? No. Are these close neighbors? Your close neighbor is literally the one next to it. So if you chose to do red, your options are red, orange, or, do you see what I mean? Okay, be very careful when you do your analogous, because those are ones that everybody struggles with. If you feel confident, you can go ahead and do it on your own. I'm going to do it now so that you have a reference to look at. Yes, ma'am. Yes. It helps if you start your analogous with a primary.
Warm is orange yellow, right?
Warm is what? Yes.
That's what I was thinking of. I'm like,
Thank you. It's
green, blue, purple.
It's like if you were to take the color wheel and cut it in half.
I meant. Man, how like my yellow is Is that the need for it?
what I would say is like most before we not go through. So some before we would like process through this term.
See what it's again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was water wet?
Nah, we're not going there. I feel like water is wet, sweat is sticky.
I will throw some wet, but scientific.
Scientific is sticky. However,
Yeah, but if water touches something, it gets big. It's water is.
I think that sticky means that there's something combined with the water. Because like when you sweat, that's all of the things that your body's excreting plus the grime and the dirt that's already on your skin. And I think that's what makes you sweaty.
No.
Touching my key. Yeah, I have to sort of permission.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
Extra comments need mentioned might be on other things. Look for
I just don't like keep having to remember. I still not doing it. That is because you're a pro. You do it for a living.
For a living.
Yes, I never gave But how people are. We don't know this. I'm done for the and only gets no word.
Oh, yes. I was like, you're like, no? I was like, you are in the back. Yes, you may lose it. If you want to go get a skirt, blow dry that, and you can bring them like a week. You can either blow dry your paper dry, separate and move on to the second page, or you can simply rip it apart and set it aside. Which one works better for you is up to you. Did you grab from the white trays? Or did you grab from that yellow that's sitting right there? Because that yellow is the wrong kind of paint. Okay. It should not be down there. We should not be using that yellow. And if you did use it, you need to wipe it off of your tray because it is not going to be usable next time. Your watercolors come from the white tray and the white tray only.
No, that thing's longer than mine.
Because I
I know.
my cat broke it.
You broke.
See if you have printing English standards.
Yes.
You can see what that is.
What is that? What is that?
Mine's jelly.
Oh, do you have peanut butter?
Sign you have it on there.
That's so
The
cute.
sign says you're my PV to my share.
That's awesome. Okay, if you do end up on the back page, you are simply just adding, obviously, your primaries, your secondaries, and then you're going to do warm and colds. Do we remember what warm colors are? What are they? Okay, and the cool colors? Look at you going so smart. Okay, I'm going to leave the analogous here because some of you might still need this, but I am going to go ahead and move on and get the rest of this all colored in. Again, we have until the remainder of class to finish both of these. If you finish early, you may work on your weekly sketches. Considering we are on week 3, we are on week 3. Oh, and then they're going to be due, and everybody's going to be like, "Oh my gosh, I don't have any of them done."
That's how it was.
That's how everybody is, and I'm like, I don't feel bad for you. I've told you for 5 weeks.
You like my kitty? His name is Mr. Pickles.
It's like argument.
His name is Mr. Pickles. So Miss Carter, for reptile, can I do a reptile eye?
Sure. I didn't say any specifics.
Wait, no.
You can even do a mythological reptile. Do something that doesn't actually exist.
Primary color is a yellow, right?
You better know that. The amount of times we've already been using them.
I just want to double check.
He goes, how to piss off Miss Carter 101.
That's how to do it.
And listen, I'm here for the class. Otherwise, that was a pretty fun scene.
It's not.
It's like me and you now. It's pretty imitative.
My hair is already in a bun. And it's not even halfway through the day. Please do not test me.
to look at
Yes, that's fine.
I need to know. We actually use screen for the primary. I kind of agree.
Okay, how?
I just put too much water.
Like on your paper?
Yeah, so this is
So,
like really.
okay, so I would say grab your paper towel and just stamp out some of the water and then go back in.
I just let it dry. I just remade it. I mean,
That's fine too.
now it looks good. I don't know why, but painting and then knowing how to properly like guide a brush to make that perfect line.
It's satisfying.
Because I always see those videos where those people have like those long tape brushes and they'll just make it.
Perfect straight lines. Come in.
And then I like try and recreate. I'm like, why can't I do it?
It takes a long time to figure out how to control your hand. It's like when you're writing. You have to learn how to control the brush. Same thing.
Does it matter with what word? Secondary.
No.
Just one thing.
As long as they're in there, I don't care. It's all about creating them, so I know you know how to make them.
Did you see Max yesterday?
No.
He came in and
Oh,
teacher.
I did not know he came in.
He wanted to drop off his Zoom and he said that he wanted to go talk to all of his teachers.
When did he come in? Was it after school? Oh.
Like second.
Huh. He's not a huge fan of me because I expected he follow the rules and he didn't like that.
Crazy.
I know how shocking.
You secondary. Because one of the was like what are the other areas, I guess?
Tertiaries are the ones that are sitting in between your primary and your secondary.
I don't know the lines. You know. Like, remake them?
Well, the process and the reason I'm having you do this is so that you get so used to making them, you don't ever have to ask me how to make them again. Actually, it does work really well. And that's fine, but what I will generally say is, okay, class, how do we make this color? Because
I just can't see it. I know, I made it.
that takes practice. That takes practice. You're not going to get it right off the bat. That's okay.
Ah. No. Please. Then I'll call your mother.
and tell her what she's busy at work.
Okay, to give you guys a little bit of a time frame, you have about 13 minutes left.
Yeah, but with this class, that's.
Well, think about it this way, though. We have to clean up in about 8 minutes. So, really, you only have 8 minutes left.
You know what? All right, do this.
Sure, do you want to know what my sister has started doing?
Hmm.
Anytime she's sees me in the back of the halls, she'll like turn around, run at full speed, and just slap me so hard in the back of the head.
Why?
Funny, I'm not gonna
I
lie.
mean, I don't know why, but the fun part is I'm too tall for her to reach and slap me, so she has to jump up and do it at the same time.
Your little sister reminds me of the funny character from Red.
Oh.
She just kind of has that like sweet little like obnoxious but cute vibe.
Yes.
Color cake from Incredibles because of her hair.
See, I think she looks more like the little girl from Red.
She does. The Maymaker.
Yeah.
My lovely nickname. I know. You know, typically only the daycare kids call me Maymay.
Nice.
Yeah, typically, yeah. They
Can do one color. Just ready.
That's what I did because you can always restaple it later. After like half of second period, yes, but it's really cold in the morning. When I walk in, it's like 62 degrees. We haven't heard the air kick on in probably 3 weeks. Yeah. Yeah. Don't know why.
literally.
That would be
Well,
expensive.
doesn't
That would be expensive because they'd have to redo everything upstairs. Do you want that or do you want like better like facilities inside the school? You know, you have the option to go online. You don't have to be here. Okay, so then don't complain about what we offer you.
Take me out of the school because of everything that happened for and I'm like, Mom, you take me out of the school and I will not talk to you.
I think there was a lot of overreaction with that, in my opinion.
Yeah, Mrs. Navaku said that he
The kid, I really think that kids need to actually hear the words that are making kids want to leave. And if he had just said the N word or anything like that, kids would have been like, oh, he doesn't have the guts to say it out loud. It would have gone bad either way. And so to me, I'm like, kids need blunt honesty. And the more that we can say it out loud, the more we can make you aware of the problem, the better. And on top of all of that, see something, say something.
calm down.
In like 3 minutes, guys, we're going to clean up.